Hello everyone, welcome to State Services series with Dr. Ved Rana. In today's lecture, we will discuss art of reading newspaper. Most of you are preparing for state services exams like HAS, HCS, PCS. So while preparing for these exams, you must keep in mind that current affairs which you were using for your UPSC preparation, there are some modifications which you should ideally do for these state services. So I have highlighted 15 pillars for state exam current affairs preparation. So I will be discussing each one of them one by one so that you could prepare them of your own. Even though there are a lot of websites which are offering current affairs for state services, but there are no shortcuts to success. It's always better that you should focus on making your own notes, because that will help you not only in prelims stage but also in mains as well as interview. So without wasting any time, let's decode what are the 15 pillars of state GK current affairs. The first pillar is the national one. In national current affairs, as you know, you have to prepare the major legislations which are in news, some major judgments which are given by Supreme Court of India, and you could also follow the major events or developments taking place in the country. Like recently you must have seen the locust attack, there was a styrene gas leak, and you could also see that recently the India got elevated to non-permanent member in UNSC. So make sure such events which have larger geopolitical ramifications, you are preparing them qualitatively. Apart from that, the major developments which appear on the front page which match with your syllabus, they must be prepared in short format as well as in the long format, because this is one of the topics which will be covered in both prelims as well as mains. Coming to the second pillar, this is once again a quite important one, international. Generally, when you are reading the newspaper like The Tribune or Indian Express, there is a word column, a word page which is there in middle of the newspaper. So you should make an attempt to cover the international section from that part, because this section has a mains angle to it. You will be asked about the foreign policy of India. Make sure whatever updates are there, like Luke East policy, what is Act East policy, what are the Panchsheel principles which India is following, because recently India-China skirmishes are taking place, and UNSC seat also had some this diplomatic angle. So make sure whatever direction Indian foreign policy is moving, you are covering them qualitatively. Apart from that, bilateral relations have to be covered for BCS and HAS to be specific. India-Sri Lanka, India-China, India-Nepal, India-Pakistan. These are some of the themes which are asked quite frequently. Like recently you must be following the Constitutional Amendment Bill of Nepal, how they have unilaterally changed the map and claimed the territories of Lipu Lake, Limpiadhura and Kalapani. So make sure such developments you are following. And also the India-China significance of Pegongso Lake, and also the strategic significance of Galwan Valley, who has been named after, what are India's stakes on the issue. So this is once again a qualitative theme which you must prepare qualitatively. And then there are international organizations which you should cover more or less. The international organizations, ones in which India is a stakeholder, like the SCO, recently SCO is in news. Recently US pulled out of WHO. So they might ask you about what is the mandate, what are the its basic function is. So make sure you are covering all the international organizations. Those targeting PCS, there is a separate topic like political theory and international organizations. That comes under this international part itself. So make sure you are covering that international organizations part as well. Apart from that, the events and developments like in national, these are important in the international aspect as well. Like currently the Corona crisis is going on. Then there are at times the umbrella movement, there is yellow vest movement. So such movements which gather the momentum and are likely to influence the national politics as well, directly or indirectly, they need to be covered. Like there was racism issue, George Floyd case. So such themes have a social dimension to it, so they can be asked in the paper one mains part of the social. In economics part, you have to focus on four major pillars. First is the state budget and the national budget. In those schemes are announced that you must prepare Then there is the economic survey part. Maximum questions every year come from the economic survey part. So make sure you are covering the survey part qualitatively. We will be uploading documents on economic survey highlights and budget. So there is no need to worry. The PCS 2020 mentorship group, if you are following, I will be highlighting those budget and the survey documents. Apart from that, the economic policies are to be covered qualitatively every year. Industrial policy, agricultural policy, or some other mineral policy can be asked. What are the local angle involved in it? And also the major macro and microeconomic reforms which government time and again takes. Like recently the COVID crisis, a lot of fiscal stimulus packages were announced. So you should have a brief idea what they are about, what is Atmanirbhar Bharat, what are some economic schemes which are being run. Coming to the fourth part, science part. The science part in state services is not too dominant because general science is what they ask in the state services. But still, you should not take this for granted because in current affairs, 2 or 3 main questions can be asked. So in science part, I will just emphasize that cover space, defense, biotechnology, and the medicine part qualitatively, and also the IT computer part. So there will be a separate lecture how to prepare current affairs for science and tech that will be uploaded in future. But for time being, make sure any missile, any major space mission which is in news, you are covering. Or like GM crops in Punjab and HS can be asked. And also the diseases, like you must have heard about African swine fever outbreak in the northeast, or the recent corona outbreak, Zika, Ebola, malaria. Like monsoon is coming, vector-borne diseases will start outbreaking. So make sure this disease part is all covered qualitatively because this can be asked in your paper. And finally, we have the environment part. In environment, you have to cover the pollution part qualitatively. Like there is SO2 pollution, NO2. Recently, the chlorofluorocarbons as well as the suspended particulate matters have been dominating headlines. So, what are the causes? What are their effects? They need to be covered. Then biodiversity is another important module from environment section. You should be thorough with what is the lion count, what is the tiger count, what are the various national parks which have been in news. Like recently in Assam, there was Digru Saikova in news due to oil well, gas leak, there was the controversy there. At times, new Ramsar sites are added, like recently in Punjab, there were 3 more sites like this, Nangal, Beas, so you should cover those as well. Apart from that, some national green tribunal, international, any organization or fund which has been created, you should cover that as well. So these are some of the key pillars, and if you are preparing for mains as well, the NGT judgments or some major controversial chemicals which are in news, you could cover them as well. So more or less these 5 pillars have to be covered from UPSC point as well. There is not much change in that. The change starts from the next 5 pillars which I have identified, because these are more or less not asked frequently in UPSC state examination. The 6th pillar is the personalities in news. Who are personalities in news? These are the major newsbreakers or the people who have been in attention for positive or negative reasons. Like recently, Dr. Ratan Lal was in news. So why was he in news? Because he has been awarded the World Food Prize 2020. So he joins the league of MS Swaminathan, Norman Borlaug. So make sure you are doing a background check as well, that what are the other personalities which have garnered the same attention. So any personality at a global as well as national level has to be memorized. Like someone gets Rajiv Gandhi Khel Ratan Award, or if he's been nominated for Bharat Ratna, you must make a short note of 2-3 lines. What are his achievements? What are his major contributions? So that you can attempt this one. Because a lot of UPSC aspirants don't prepare this part, and this is where you could make a difference. Then the next part is also on similar line, places in news. Places in news is a theme which you will see when like there's a cyclone in news, it hits some place. Like there was recently cyclone Amphan, there was cyclone Nisarg. So at times the genesis of such disasters is also asked. Like styrene gas leak was in Visakhapatnam, LG polymer plant, Nagapatnam. So make sure the Venkatpuram village was in news, and also at times like Satish Dhawan Space Center is in news, or some DRDO Wheeler Island is in news. You should cover those places as well. And recently, the India, China, Nepal issues, all those places are in news, like Pagong, so Galwan Valley, Sho. So make sure you are preparing short notes of these places as well, or some summit places like this year the COP26 summit was to be held in Scotland, but it has been postponed to 2021 Glasgow, like Tokyo Olympics. So make sure all such places are covered as well. Then you have programs and schemes. The program and schemes part is quite challenging one, because if you want to prepare this section, you have to cover almost 50 to 60 schemes on average. Only then you can make this paper happen. So while preparing for current affairs, make sure you are identifying the target group, what is the funding pattern, what is the main broader objective, what are the key features. So make sure you are preparing a tabular form or a chart, and you are slowly updating each and every single scheme or policy or program which are in news. This is a factual question, and once again, even though a lot of institutes just upload a single document containing all the schemes, it's always preferable to cover them step by step. Cover one scheme at a day, and then you will not be able to pose much problem in this section. Then reports and rankings parts another section in which you have to perform. In reports and rankings, you have to identify which is the main organization which is releasing that report. What is India standing? Is India doing well, or it is in the laggard? Why it is in laggard form? What are the top 3 performers, which are the bottom 3? Like recently, World Investment Report was there by United Nations Conference Trade and Development, and India was among the 9th largest recipient of FDI. And then the HDI ranking, the poverty index, hunger index, ease of doing business, all such things have to be covered in the reports and rankings. Then coming to the award, just I have highlighted the World Food Prize. Make sure the Nobel Prizes, the Bharat Ratnas, any prize which is like recently Raman Magsaysay Award was in news because it was not announced due to COVID crisis. So such Booker International, so all such awards have to be covered. What is the prize money, which institution created it, who have been the Indian recipient, and who is the current recipient. All such themes comes under the awards section. So these parts more or less are ignored by UPSC because they are of factual nature. There is not much concept involved. But state services always ask these 3-4 below. So make sure you are covering these sections as well. Coming to the final part of our section, the next 5 pillars. The 11th pillar is summits or convention. Even though you might cover them in international section, but it's always better to prepare a separate list where you will highlight the venue of the summit, what are the permanent member, is India associate or observer, what is the key mandate, what is the theme of that summit. Every year, like building bridges, or you would say some cultural or economic themes are highlighted, and those specific themes are asked in UPSC. So this international organization part gets clubbed here, and you must be able to differentiate what is the protocol, what are agreements, what are the summits. So, and especially in which India is involved. Like last year, India hosted United Nations Convention on Desertification as well as Bonn Convention, which is the Global Wildlife Conference. So make sure such conferences are not missed. Sports GK, the 12th pillar is an interesting one. In this, it is seen whenever question comes, it's not from popular sports like cricket or say football. They generally cover the lawn tennis, golf, or athletic events. So whenever some major personality is in news, or some Indian who has done well in javelin, or some Olympics, Commonwealth, or Asian Games, then this theme gets activated. Sometimes it gets indirectly, like some major sports person has suffered a tennis elbow, they might ask what is the role of a ligament or a tendon. So there are some other disease which is in news, or at times steroids are in news. Recently, couple of athletes have been banned. So make sure you are covering those drugs as well, because examiner might confuse them with hydroxychloroquine or dexamethasone. These 2 drugs are in news for the other reason. They are for the COVID treatment. They are being tried. So make sure this section is also covered at the most. Then this is the component in which you have to invest little more time than the other sections, because this is once again a totally section on which a couple of questions can be framed from direct, and they would fetch your marks on the higher end of the spectrum. So state GK, in this you don't have to rely on the Hindu newspaper. It's always preferable that you go for The Tribune or Indian Express. These two newspapers have 2 or 3 pages on the state general section part, and more or less only on alternate days you will find 1 or 2 current affairs which are relevant to the state GK. Like recently Madhya Pradesh surpassed Punjab in the total wheat procurement, or some policies in news, some award has been instituted, and at times you will see some qualitative articles related to farmer suicide, groundwater depletion, pollution problem, the one market debate which is going on currently, one agriculture, one nation market debate. So you should prepare current affairs on those. This will help you in mains as well as the interview stage. Then the miscellaneous part are the milestone part. At times you would see the longest bridges available, the biggest road has been created, or some tallest tower is there, like in Fatehpur Chhappar Chiri, the tallest tower, it has eclipsed Qutub Minar. So such miscellaneous fact or some specific book which is in news, it can be asked who authored it, what is the legacy behind it. So that themes, they are generally given in Arihant or Lucent type books. These are first and the largest themes. They come under miscellaneous GK. Only one question can be asked from this section, so I will never too much emphasize on this section, because this is a blind search. This is a chance factor. If you are preparing for it, you prepared 100 such facts, there is a possibility you will be able to eliminate the option. But don't just overemphasize on this part. At times reading newspapers, such milestone appears due to 50th or 100th anniversary type movement, then it can be covered. Then the final part is the editorial part, which is more or less directly related to your mains preparation. So make sure you are highlighting the major parts in that editorial, or just jotting them down in your own language. Make sure first to have a copy of your syllabus, and only those editorials have to be read which are directly or indirectly related to theme. Like currently the bilateral relations theme can be prepared from editorial. Lot of qualitative articles are appearing on the relationship between India, China, or the India-Nepal dynamics, and also the other ongoing health issues which are appearing on timely basis, the need for global vaccination or better cooperation. So make sure you are covering those editorials quite qualitative. So this is what we have in today's section, the art of reading newspaper. Make sure tomorrow when newspaper comes, you are able to filter out the various categories which I have just identified, and start making your own notes. Once you have prepared them for a week, you are most welcome to get them checked from me if you want, or you could send, due to COVID crisis, if you are not able to come, you could always just email me your notes directly. I will give you a review how you are doing, because there is no substitute to the hard work. Once you do this long exercise, you will see your results improving in any competitive exam, including civil services. So for any genuine doubts you have, you are most welcome to just jot them down in the comment section. I'll be more than happy to answer them. I hope this session was useful. Thank you very much.